3rd of November, 1952. At 14,000 feet, contact was made on radar. The Bandit was at the same altitude, speed 320 knots. We closed until a visual sighting was made of a single-engine jet-type aircraft. I opened fire.
This was the first known jet night kill in history. One mile from the turgid, sleepy town of Puerto Rico is the Naval Air Station, Roosevelt Roads. From the air, it looks much like any other. Scarred earth, white concrete. There is the usual cluster of planes, all makes and models. And in the distance, the Caribbean Sea. But there is one squadron of men and planes here, different from the rest. They have come to Roosevelt Roads on summer maneuvers. They are commonly known as the Marine All-Weather Fighter Squadron. In military nomenclature, VMF N-531.
I'm Major Smith, intelligence officer of VMF N-531. What you've just seen is fact, not fiction, and epic-making in the history of military aviation. Marine aviation's biggest job, its primary mission, is to support Marine ground forces wherever they may be and whatever they may be doing. We furnish the third dimension to the punch of Marine ground forces. This, then, is the story of the F3D Douglas twin-engine jet all-weather fighter, which we use in this squadron. Let's go over to the line and get a closer look at the SkyKnight. The jet is no longer a stovepipe with a flame in it, but an unbelievable piece of high-precision machinery. These men are experts in its care, handling, and repair. Hydraulic and electric systems are now miles of tubes, wires, fittings, each piece vital to the function of the whole. The crew chief has checked and rechecked. Now the ship is ready for the line. These are the last operations to be done before they are turned over to the pilot and the radar operator. Radar and electronics equipment is checked with meticulous care, for this is the nerve center and eyes of the night fighter. And now they wait, poised to strike, to cut off the aggressor. The SkyKnight, ready for action, but still blind. Other men in other rooms are watching, listening. It is here to the men in this room that the pilot reports when he is airborne. And it is from this room that he is directed to the next station. Here, all aircraft aloft are plotted. An air control squadron calls here for planes if they have a stranger or a bandit on their screens. This control center then contacts the pilot and tells him the direction to take and whom to report into when over or approaching that area. The antenna of the air control squadron explores the overcast. When a pilot reports on station to the air control squadron, the hunt is on. Here, the chase is plotted and directed. 2 pips on the screen and methodically marking on the plexiglass the pattern of the unseen planes. The converging lines, the kill. Observe the canopy on this model. Because of its shape, 2 people sit side by side. On this side, the pilot, and here the radar observer. This is the team that brings the SkyKnight story to life. The radar observer is a sergeant in the Marine Corps, carefully picked and highly trained. He has a thorough electronics background with special emphasis on radar, for on his instant interpretation of the scope may hang the very lives of this flying team. He must be able to visualize through electronics what is around their ship and to interpret it instantly for the pilot. Here, indeed, is teamwork of the highest order. The story up to now has been planned, controlled, methodical. Now, the picture changes. A line and symbols like this on a weather map a few years ago would ground all planes in the area. Today, this is what the all-weather fighter looks for. This represents a boiling, seething mass of turbulence, updrafts of over 300 miles per hour, forces capable of ripping some planes to ribbons. But to the pilot of the SkyKnight, his battleground. In this, he can prowl unseen, strike unseen, then disappear. Here's the weather report for tonight. Rain, moderate to heavy. Wind, gusts to 30 knots. Extreme turbulence, upper levels. Temperature, surface reading 86 degrees Fahrenheit. At 20,000, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Storm warnings up through the Leeward Islands. A fine night for hunting. Within 20 minutes, visibility will be almost 0. This is weather for the SkyKnight. What you're going to see now is a routine operation. No more, no less. A division of 4 planes are on ready alert. We will follow one plane and its pilot, Lieutenant Swope, and his radar observer, Sergeant Maston. These are actual conditions which could occur to one plane, a squadron, or to an entire defense network. The 4 pilots and their radar observers are being briefed in the ready room. The skipper will give the pilots the code for tonight's flight. But let's go in and join them. The ready room is just down the hall. These red lights are necessary to aid the pilots with their night vision. Here we are. We'll go right in.
All right, let's check it once more. For tonight's mission, you'll make contact on Channel Red. Moonbeam's the code for Tactical Air Control Center. Lewis is Air Control Squadron. Glowworm's your call sign. Any questions?
Ready room. Right. Scramble.
Moonbeam. This is 2-1. Over. Moonbeam, this is Glowworm 2-1. In at 2212. On station 2+30. Over.
Roger. Glowworm 2-1, this is Moonbeam.
Report to Louis on Channel Blue.
Lewis, this is Glowworm 2-1. Over.
Tom, pick up Glowworm 2-1 on Channel Blue.
Roger. Glowworm 2-1, this is Lewis. Over.
Lewis, this is Glowworm 2-1. On station 2-3 at Angels 2-0, heading 270.
Roger, 2-1. I do not have you on my crystal ball yet. Stand by.
Glowworm 2-1. Roger.
Glowworm 2-1. This is Lewis. I think I have you on my weapon now. Starboard 360 for positive identification. Roger 2-1. Have you identified now? Vector 010. Saunter. Put Mike at 320, 41 miles, time 21. Have initial bogey plot, designate as RAID 4. Glowworm 2-1, this is Lewis. Starboard 030 for bogey. Over.
2-1. Wilco. Starboard 030. This is 2-1. Steady on 030.
Roger 2-1. Your bogey now 20 miles at 10 o'clock, crossing from port to starboard. Over.
Roger. No joy.
2-1. Bogey now 500 feet above, indicating 300 knots. 2-1. Bogey now 11 o'clock, 14 miles, on heading 160. Punch.
2-1, Roger. Lewis, this is 2-1. I have a contact, 11 o'clock, 14 miles, over.
That's your target, 2-1.
Duty out. Bogey crossing from port to starboard, now at 150 degrees port, same level, 12 miles. About 125 degrees crossing course. Bogey now 5 degrees starboard, same level, 9 miles, stand by for starboard turn. Bogey now 15 degrees starboard, same level, 7 miles, turn starboard.
Grade 4 is now at 347, 59 miles at 27. Track Mike is now at 343, 53 miles at 27.
Now closing nicely, bogey dead ahead. 12 o'clock, 5 degrees, low in turn. Now 4.5 miles. Closing fast now, dead ahead, 3 miles. Harden your turn, you're still below it. Now 1 mile, ease your turn. Steady your turn, dead ahead, 5 above, 1,500 feet closing fast. Watch your range. Speed breaks out, he's all yours.
I now have a merge plot. Track Mike now at 350.
Have a cat's eye on bogey. He's a jet.
Miles at 280. Roger, splash him.
This is Glowworm 2-1. Splash. 1 bogey.
A routine mission successfully completed, but one not even dreamed of a few years ago. This happens almost nightly here, practicing for perfection. In preparation for that crucial moment when there may be no room for error.